Okay, I have a really awesome micro USB cable here to review this time. It's BlitzWolf micro USB BWCB8. It's a reversible nylon braided USB cable, and I'm going to tell you about the specs, what it's capable of doing, what the type of ends are, and what's so special about these ends unlike other micro USB cables. Then I'll give you my opinions on it. I'll also show you the ends closer up, and I'll tell you the price and tell you if I recommend it or not and any faults I've found or haven't found. Anyway, let's get going. What's so special about this cable? Well, the main selling point of this cable is not just the fact that it's fast and high quality, but the fact that both ends are reversible, which means that with USB ends you normally try to put it in, you can't get it in and you have to turn it over and put it in, and it can be not too obvious which way up you need to put it in, and it can be very stubborn and annoying sometimes. Same with micro USB ends. Unlike USB Type C, which is a new type, these are not normally reversible. But with this cable, both ends can be put in either way up, and they are still compatible with normal devices. The devices do not have to be special devices. The Type A end, which is, in case you don't know, regular, normal, full-size USB ends that you're most used to seeing, that will just plug into anything. It will plug into your laptop, your PC, or whatever, just like normal. And this will plug into any micro USB device the same as normal, such as a smartphone which uses it. Not the iPhones because they use Lightning or 30 pin, but lots of phones use micro USBs. Lots of devices, tons of devices, not just phones. But they don't have to be compatible with this special cable. This cable just works with all products like normal. If the product uses a micro USB cable, you can plug this in either way up and the other end into any full-size Type A end. That is really, really awesome. I think all cables, all micro USB cables, all Type A cables, all USB cables should be like this. Now I've got a review coming up for another cable by this lot that's very similar. It looks the same, pretty much the same specs, but it uses Type C on this end, which is reversible because they always are. But for some reason that cable isn't quite as good. It's not gold plated. This has gold plated ends, the other one doesn't. And the Type A end, even though the other end is, the Type A end on that other cable is not reversible. This one is on both ends. I don't know why they didn't make the other end reversible on the other cable. That is the only letdown to that cable. This one though, both ends are reversible, which is so handy. It makes plugging things in a lot quicker and not all wrong way up and poking and prodding. It will just go in regardless of which way up, both ends, and that is so good. Also, this has gold plated ends, and in my opinion, the ends fit a little tighter, a little snugger into the product. I plugged, for example, I just double tried it, just rechecked it before making this review, and I plugged this Type A end into a MacBook, and it was really, really firm. Whereas when I plugged the other cable in, it was slightly loose so that it won't drop out. It's fine, it's a good cable, but this is a really awesome cable. This is my favourite micro USB cable. I love how both ends are reversible, it's high quality. Let me just tell you a bit more about the specs a minute though. It is 3.3 feet long. It's red, but also there are a few other colours. In fact, there's quite a few colours you can pick. You can pick this red one here, which does look nice with the red and the black ends, or you can get one that's black and grey, or you can get one that's all pink. There's also a silver one and a gold one. So there's 5 different colours you can select from this for this as well. It's really, really awesome. It's got no damage or wear weakening until after at least 5,000 bends. So this is tested for 5,000 bends. So they have tested it for bending it at least 5,000 times before there's any kind of wear. So it will last you. It is durable. It has 24 AWG power and 30 AWG data copper wires to make it also more durable and try to block out as much interference from other products and things as much as possible. And it can deliver up to 3 amp, or rated for 2.1 amp, but could deliver up to 3 amps as well. It's got a data sync rate of 480 megabytes a second. What about price? Well, you could probably get cheaper cables, but it's not very expensive either, because you can get some cables that are so expensive, like £30–40. This one is actually £6 in the UK, or £5.99 to be precise, so a recommended retail price of £15.99 originally. Or in the US, it's about $8, it's $7.99 with a recommended retail price of $19.99. So a lot of cables that do something a bit more, a bit flashier, a bit higher quality, they are at least £15, maybe 30, 40. They can be very expensive. But this one is, I think, a really, really good price. He's about £6 in the UK, and yeah, he is really, really awesome. Now I'm going to show you these ends closer up, but I'm not sure if you can tell, this cable, as well as being nice and braided and flexible, it is also very, very slim. They don't really brag that up on this product, but it is very, very slim line. It's very slim cable, which is something that is normally bragged up on product pages. It's not, but I'd like to point out that this cable is really, really nice looking. It's really stylish, really slim and sleek, really nice. Now let me show you a little closer up. Here we go. This is a micro end, and it can go, unlike most micro USB cables, this is reversible. Here we are, this is the micro end. Now, unlike normal micro USB ends, this is reversible. Standard, just normal micro USB ends are not normally reversible. This, you can plug it in like that, or you could turn it over and plug it in upside down. It really doesn't matter. So there it is. I hope you can see it well enough on camera, because I'm working with a small little screen on the back of this camera, so it looks like you can't really see it, but I think you will be able to once it's actually viewed on a proper device such as a computer or TV. But hopefully you can see that. There it is, the micro end, and it's gold plated, it's reversible. This here, the cable itself is very, very, very bendable, very flexible, very bendable cable. Very slim. I don't know if you can see the sort of size, but it is very slim, sleek line cable. I hope you can see it. That is the other end. That's a full standard size Type A end, full size USB end. There it is. Hopefully you can see it. Now if you can see inside, it looks a little different than some. That is because it is reversible. You can plug it in that way, or you can turn it upside down and plug it in that way. It doesn't matter. It makes it a lot quicker and easier to plug in. Really, really nice cable. This is by far my favourite. Now just to quickly show you, don't really need to see it, I just want to show you anyway. I want to show you it plugged in, Type A, the full size end, into a laptop. I don't need to show you the other end because they're both just as firm and secure. Now with the other cable they do, it does wobble a bit, but this one here, I don't know if you can see that, it doesn't really wobble. Up and down as usual, it's got to do that a bit if you're yanking it about, but side to side it doesn't. It is actually, I'm not sure how well you can see it on camera, especially since my arm might be in the way, I'm not sure, but it is actually very, very solid, and you do have to push it a little bit to get it in to show you just how firm it is, which is good. So let me just take it out. So you had to give it a little tug to pull it out because it is nice and firm. Then we can always reverse it, we can turn it over and plug in that way up. There you go, nice and firm in there. There's just that slight movement up and down which you've got to get, and I don't even think I've seen a cable that doesn't do it slightly. But no side to side movement, it isn't going to come out, you even have to give it a little tug to pull it out. Same with the other end, it's nice and firm, nice and secure, and you can put it in either way up, and it just goes in either way up, as you just seen, and it's firm. In fact, it's probably the most firm cable I've seen, because you do have to give it quite a bit of a tug to get it out. It's nice and firm, holds solid, so you're not gonna knock the cable a bit and it's gonna drop out. Like I have had cables like that before. I have had cables where you just knock the wire a little bit, just a little nudge, and it will drop out. This isn't going to do that. It's just nice and firm in there. Good solid connection. Really good, really high speed. It's compatible as well with 5, 9 or 12 volt charging up to 2.1 amps. So it is compatible with lots of voltages. So it's really, really good. It's a fast cable. Now it's primarily what this is for. It's primarily going to be for charging devices such as mobile phones, whatever. So it is really focused on the charging side of things. So it is nice and quick charging, lots of voltages, really fast. It's also compatible with Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 ports. I'll tell you a bit about that in just 1 second. Okay, just one brief thing I want to very quickly mention here. It is also compatible with Qualcomm Quick Charge 2.0, 3.0 ports. Now what is that? Well, some devices are compatible with something called Qualcomm Quick Charge, either 2.0 or 3.0, depending upon how new the device. Some USB wall chargers or car chargers are also compatible with it, although normally they only have like one, maybe two ports out of however many, like 6 ports, 4 ports or whatever, that are compatible with Qualcomm. And basically that will be a different color port. You plug a cable into that, then a cable into your compatible device. Although it doesn't have to be a Qualcomm compatible device, the port isn't a special port, it's a standard looking port, standard ends. And basically what it does is it's a special sort of technology to get a much faster charge. You can plug things that are not Qualcomm compatible into those ports and stuff, but you won't get that full speed that Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 provides. Now if you have like a Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 charger and device, well, what if you get a really cheap old cable that might not be particularly fast, particularly great? You might then, because of that middleman being slow, you might not get the full speed. Well, with this cable here, you know that it is compatible with Qualcomm 3.0 even the new 3.0, not just the 2. It's backwards compatible with Qualcomm Quick Charge 2, but it also supports the new faster 3.0. So if you have a charger and a device such as a newer mobile phone which has that, then this cable, this cable is going to be compatible, and you go get that speed from all 3. You go get it. If you plug in, say, a Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 phone into this cable and then that cable into the charger, you know that the whole lot is going to be fast as possible. So I do recommend this definitely for Qualcomm Quick Charge. And even if you're not worried about that, this is a great overall cable for charging and syncing your devices, especially things like mobile phones. It has stuff in it to help shield it and make it more durable. It's slimline, it's flexible and bendable, it's got gold plated ends, it's really fast, compatible with lots of amps and voltages. It's fast, it's quick, and both ends, remarkably, this is really, love this selling point, it's the main selling point to this. Both ends, type A and micro end, are reversible, so you're no playing around, no fiddling around, you just plug it in. That is really good. Like I say, I will have a review up for the cable that's similar to this for type C devices. However, the A end, type A, is not reversible, it's also not gold plated either. So this is definitely the superior cable. It's 3.3 meters long. So thanks for watching. I hope this has been useful. Please like, comment on this video, and also if you could do me a huge favour and subscribe, as it only takes a few seconds. It will help me out a lot. Also, if you're watching this as a review on the Amazon product page, if you could also hit the useful or helpful button, that will help me out a lot too. Thanks for watching.